How is Chapter 13, excuse me, different from a private debt consolidation service? First and foremost, most private debt consolidation services you want to check out. And the reason I say you want to check them out because a lot of them receive funding from the credit card industry. Ooh. And they're run by private companies who are looking to make a profit. Ouch. So that's a problem. That's a big problem for you because right now you're a ticket. They prey on people who are afraid to file bankruptcy. So what happens is that you go to them. Now here's the problem I have with them. There's no guarantees. Creditors don't have to deal with them. American Express, for example, does not usually deal with private debt consolidation companies. So if, let's say you have 5 credit cards, American Express is one of them. You can go to a private debt consolidator, pay a certain amount for so many years, but then American Express says, we're not part of that. Number 2, well, let's go what happens with bankruptcy. If you were to file bankruptcy with those 5 creditors, all of them go in. The bankruptcy court, neutral, independent, doesn't treat creditors more fair, doesn't treat debtors more fair. Everybody gets the same treatment. If you're a creditor, you know under the bankruptcy code what to expect. If you're a debtor, under the bankruptcy code, you know what to expect. There's no guessing games usually. Most of the time there's an answer for your question. Now you may have some unique circumstances which, change the game a little bit, but most of the time there's an answer for your question. Go back to the debt consolidation company. What's the proper percentage you're going to pay? In other words, are some creditors treated differently? Yes. In a debt consolidation company, yes. In a bankruptcy context, the answer is no. If all the creditors are in the same group, meaning unsecured, non-priority creditors, they all get treated the same. They get paid pro rata. So if one is owed $10,000 and one is owed $1,000, they're going to get the same percentage. If it's a 10% payout, it's a 10% payout. If it's X amount of dollars going to the unsecured creditors, again, pro rata payout by the Chapter 13 trustee. So over one side, you got a private organization who may or may not be a slave to the credit card companies dealing with your funds. On the other side, you have parties who are absolutely neutral and independent doing their jobs and making sure everything is done the way the bankruptcy code says. When you get done, let's say you finish your debt consolidation company and all the debt that you had with them is now paid out, and by the way, whatever you don't pay, you're going to get a 1099 for that, and you're going to have to pay income tax on that money. Bankruptcy, on the other hand, says nope, no income tax on the debt that's discharged. So let's say, for example, you go into a debt consolidation company and you have $100,000 in credit card debt, and you pay back $10,000 over 3 years, and you get rid of $90,000 in debt. Is there a possibility you're going to get 1099s for that? Oh yeah. What happens if you go into a Chapter 13 bankruptcy with $100,000 in credit card debt? You pay back $10,000 and the rest is discharged. Are there any tax ramifications with that? None. There's finality, there's fairness, there's no tax ramifications, and going forward they can never try to recollect that debt. You have an assurance on that. You don't get that with the other companies going forward. My opinion, I've seen in 15 to 17 years of doing this, probably 2 people that were extremely successfully through the debt consolidation process. It was the proper decision for them, and they completed it, and it worked out for them the way it's supposed to, the way it was intended. I hate using those little quotes, but it kind of works sometimes. Anyway, have I seen a lot more people who went into it because of fear? Yes. For the wrong reasons? Absolutely. And did it not work out the way they intended? Clearly. And then they come see me after doing that for a year or 2 years, and they could have filed bankruptcy and been out of the bankruptcy process in 6 months, through it and gone. But they made a decision based upon fear as opposed to looking at all the reasonable examples and where they could have went and what they could have done. So it gets back to the old philosophy is bankruptcy right for everybody? No, no. If you can't stomach the fact of people filing bankruptcy, I get that. I'm not here to try to change your mind. What I'm here to try to do is educate the public so that if your bankruptcy is in your future or it's something that you may want to consider, you get the facts and you know exactly what you're in for. Is it an easy process? Nope. Is it, it's something you just jump right into? No, you do not want to just jump right into it. It could be dangerous for a lot of people. And by saying dangerous, I don't mean you're going to get mugged or anything. I mean you're going to, you could potentially hurt your financial future by filing bankruptcy wrongfully or in the wrong way or in the wrong manner or just doing it in a, for the wrong reasons. That's, I guess, what you want to say. So think about that before you do it.